Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Food and Laughter. I'm one of your hosts, Terrance Gawith. With me, I have the lovely Heather Jones. I have my guy, George Zilla Brookins Jr., the monster of comedy. And our lovely guest for this evening is the one and only Carmela Anderson, everybody. Yes. Tonight's food has been brought to us by Crescent Moon, Omaha's original ale house, and they said they did some good stuff. Like they're right next to a hotel that says that they invented the Reuben, so they've been perfecting it for the last 2+ decades. So we're here to dig in. So we got Reuben egg rolls, pork tenderloin, and we have Carmela to have conversation. So welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. This is great.
It's already gonna be funny, man.
It's good to see everyone.
It's great. So like I said, we're gonna keep the substitute teacher voice the whole time.
All the time, because when I change it, I get in trouble.
Well, you know what? You know how I like to do. You know I like to dig in.
Let's do it.
So Carmela,
Yes.
first question I'm gonna ask you is, how long have you been doing comedy?
Oh my God. Well, serious comedy, it's been maybe over 5-6 years, but I'm a gal from way back. Way back.
6 years?
Yeah, taking it serious,
Okay.
Because back then I was doing other things,
You did a comedy for that rock star lifestyle, right?
Rock is the word.
I already knew where that was going.
That was another life. Another time, another life, another life.
Well, that's
Yes.
cool. So about 5 or 6 years. Now,
Yeah.
I know I met you probably about somewhere around about the time. And,
Yes, yes.
I think I was the first person to dub you the Queen of Omaha.
Oh,
and
my
I know you
God.
hate it.
I've learned to embrace it.
Wait. So did I hear that correctly? You hate being called the queen of
do,
comedy.
man.
Okay.
do,
I need to
because
hear
it
this.
gives me pressure.
Ah.
It gives me pressure to perform because, someone could be coming to see me and someone introduces me as the queen. Say I don't have such a good night. Well, then they're like, called herself the queen?
Well,
No.
I want to explain. I want to explain why I call you that, though.
Please explain to the people.
So when we all got together, when we was doing the first ring thing, Kill called me the Godfather. I took that as a lot of pressure. I'm like, so if I'm gonna have some pressure, you're gonna have some pressure too.
Oh, well.
As the queen, but that's not the reason why I did that. The reason why I had called you that is for the simple fact is your body of work that since you started up until even now, you're out there. Like, you are out there. Like, when I go out in public, people recognize who I am, but they always ask me, do you know Carmela Anderson? Yes, I do.
Really? Oh
You
my
are
God.
very
That's so
well known.
fantastic.
You are very well known out here.
Because I think, who knows me?
But they know you because you're funny. You are hilarious.
Well, thank
and
you.
I think that
Oh my God.
True.
the
a
6,
Negro was
7
blushing.
years you've been doing this, you've been what?
A Negro was blushing.
The lighting didn't pick it up. That's all right. It's a
All
lighting.
right.
Maybe we'll work
But
it in the
that's-
post edits.
That is one of the reasons
She
why.
is blushing.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I called you that.
Thank you very
For the
much.
simple fact, I mean, there's not a lot, and Heather, we touched on it. It wasn't a lot of. There's not a whole lot of female comics out there like there are the males out there, and so I didn't get to, I've been doing this 20 years, but I still was.
It's so many ladies out
It
here.
is out there now, and they're
killing
coming
the
out
game.
like Heather.
But when I was a guest on this show and I was asked my top 3 female comics, and I was kicking myself because I didn't say your name, and I was like saying names throughout the whole thing. I didn't even put up on Facebook that I did the show because I'm like, I didn't say Carmela's name. I was so mad. I was like, I asked Lavetti if I could add a title card at the end. I'd be like, Carmela, how did I not get that flipping
that's
name
all
out?
right. That's
Oh
all
my
right.
God, it was killing me. It was killing me. And I was like, hopefully nobody watched it. Didn't notice. Because I was like, how did I not say, because we had just done a show together, and it was like and it was one of those
Please
moments
tell
where I'm
them
like,
the
I know I'm not
story
saying all the.
that you shared.
No,
with
I'm
me.
not.
Oh
no,
my God,
never.
that's
I'm never
so
telling
Get
that
over the
story.
can of worms
No,
like that.
I'm never.
so
Leave everybody
hilarious.
doing it.
Oh Love
You
it.
almost got her to break right there. That's how bad the story must have been.
I want to hear it.
It's a good story. It's a funny story.
Ooh. Oh, it's not good for me. No. I'll just.
We'll do a
Should we
bloopers reel. We'll
Right,
do
right.
a bloopers reel, and then we'll tell it.
So you're one of the names that I definitely catch unanimous respect. Especially, I feel like I'm an outsider, right? Like I came here from DC, kind of crashing into the scene right before the pandemic, so I couldn't get out there and be out as much as I wanted to, right? But I still saw you out a couple of times, even here in Comedy Society, right? And you're one of those people that there's always reverence on your name. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like, what? Who's really paying attention to me?
The comedy scene.
Everybody.
Everybody.
And it really does. It blows my mind. It blows my mind because I'm like, once again, who knows me?
Well, you're a likable person, Carmela. I mean, you're not like me.
Well, no.
You know, I've been around a long time. That's right. They would call your name before they call mine, because I'm evil.
I am too.
But
But
you're
that's something
funny
that no
evil,
one
though.
knows. Now they know.
She said no one knows.
Now they know.
You put it on TV, now it's out there.
I'm really evil. I'm the evil comic.
I just think you're funny, though.
See, I almost broke character and nope, let me get back to it. All right, Heather, you're going to say what?
I was just gonna say we share something in common, and that is like that we've talked about before, like not getting bogged down in, the kind of the drama or like the things that have nothing to do with comedy
Yeah.
or the performance of comedy.
Yeah. And I always have to find myself. It depends on what time of day. If I'm on Facebook and I see something crazy, if the drinks have settled in, I feel it in my spirit to say it, and then I go, maybe well, too late, I already sent it.
I don't think I've ever seen anything that I was like, oh boy, Carmela's gone off the
'cause
rails.
I try to get along with everybody, but then when it's something that's super crazy, and I'll be like, okay, the queen must speak. Queen must speak. The queen, or all I like to say,
Let's just make declarations.
the queen is not amused.
Ooh, I like that.
Yes, that's
perfect.
That's what I use around the
There you
house.
I would say off with their head.
Let me practice that one. Let me
with
practice
their
that one.
Yeah, so let's talk about then your influences, like all your experience. You said you started way back then and you weren't doing it right. So what do you think has changed between when you first started and you weren't doing the things the way you felt you should into now? How do you think you made that transition?
I left the crazy drugs alone.
Plays a big role, right?
Yes. And I just had to get myself together. And getting myself together, it's been a blessing. I feel like God's given me a second chance. The second chance, hey, I ain't got nothing to do but to just do it and try to do it at my best. I'm trying. I'm struggling. I'm trying.
That's one thing, Carmela, that I noticed most comics, including myself, we go through something major or something tragic in our life that changes us, and I feel like comedy saved us. I mean, for me, like I said, I got stabbed. I told a joke to the doctor. I think I'm dying, but I told a joke. It made me. It brought life to me. You know what I'm saying? One of our fallen soldiers, Carlos Tears.
Man, I miss that dude.
I do too. But you remember his saying, "Pain over laughter," or was it sorrow over laughter or pain over laughter? Sorrow over laughter. Sorrow over laughter. That always stuck with me because I realized that comedians go through a lot of stuff. We go through a lot of stuff, but we're always making other people laugh.
Yeah, I feel like, if you go through a lot and you can't go back and make fun at yourself.
Yeah.
That's the way I get through my issues, my problems,
Yeah.
And I always thank God every day that I'm no longer where I was at. I'm so blessed to be where I'm at right now.
Awesome.
So I'm just gonna try to take it a little bit further, and I'm just gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. And
No, that's right. That's beautiful.
Yeah, so
what I do.
you take issue with the fact that you get called the queen of comedy, but do you take issue with the fact that I've seen it on flyers, Carmela, you're the weed queen? Is that a problem? What, just me?
know what? I love that too. I love that as well. I love that as well.
That don't put no pressure on, right? Like, you
No,
just
not
like,
at
"Oh, I don't
all.
care."
Not at all. Except for when I have to do a clean show here, and you know, you gotta, you know, just don't do edibles, don't indulge too much,
Right.
because then you feel relaxed, and then the next thing you know, the people in the back are like, and then I'm in trouble.
You're like, I think she forgot it's public.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I just think cable, and I'm like, you know, I think of Cinemax.
Right.
Remember, what was the little Emmanuel?
Oh, right. Skinemax After Dark.
Emmanuel.
Skinemax.
Was I the only one watching Emmanuel?
I mean,
I probably was.
I was a Moonlight Bunny Ranch guy on HBO, so that was where my
Okay.
that was where my other heart was at.
Whatever was topic, I didn't care what it was.
Emmanuel.
Two rabbits going
I was
down.
gonna say I'm old enough to remember like when the Playboy channel, like it wasn't paid for, it was all like that, like
the
in
scramble,
Technicolor, like
and you try to
fuzz,
see
and so
it,
yeah,
you see it,
you're
yeah.
like when you
Yeah.
finally, you know, get a clear picture, you're like, I'm gonna make the most of this moment, like for 5 seconds I got, and I'll break this thing apart however I need to, but we'll get to the promised land.
I'm trying to find some 13-year-old
Exactly.
hack into
You
a
have to
cable
have
box.
A
I'm laughing 'cause
code.
that was so
You used to have
deep.
to have a code to get into it, right?
Yeah, you know,
Like,
it's
what?
these kids don't
Drop
understand.
this
code.
It's in the
Drop
watching
the
scrambled
code.
porn.
We got 6 hours of Spice Channel tonight, guys, from 6 p.m. to midnight.
Yeah. You
Look,
put
wait
up
a
with
minute.
all the
Oh, I
home
think I
marketing
seen something. I
channels.
think I seen something through the scribbles.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that is hilarious.
Good times.
Yeah, so it goes a little bit better than that.
So Carmela, you know what? Hey, like I said, we've been on each other for a while, and you know we done stage plenty of times together. I did find it remarkable that you did try to do a clean show, cause that's something I put my hands up. I know it'll
is
take
so
me years. I know it got to be.
You know, it's so hard, and I don't understand why people don't like dirty words. Like, I don't get that at all. I don't. You know, dirty words never hurt nobody.
No, it's just words.
Dirty words, you know. But I mean, I like clean comics too. I just can't be clean.
It's got to be tough. I mean, like I said, I've expressed that it'd probably take me months, maybe even years. Could I talk? I mean, this is the cleanest I've been is when I be on set.
Yeah.
But I talk with a pirate tongue.
Yeah, I feel like with, you know how like other people will say, and I went down here like, and so I did this, and like it was like mine is the F-bomb in that same
Yeah.
thing.
And
so
my
that's where
sister's
it's
always like
it's always a
telling me
problem.
to just change the words to the good words.
Yeah.
But then my mind is like, girl, look.
So you ain't programmed like
Yeah,
that.
well, you know.
Programmed with the dirty thoughts, son.
And then I have to, you know, morph into the hi, lady. I don't want. I can't do a whole set like that. I just.
Well,
especially if
especially if you've developed your stage persona, right? Like you've developed your voice, you've developed yourself as you, right? That's hard to break. To then switch that mode to be like I'm me but tapered, so I don't cuss as much. Like that's what I find, right? Because I'll get on stage and I'm in the mode,
Or
and I'm like,
okay, here's something right here. Like when somebody asks you to do their show, and they know the style of comedy that you do,
Right.
but then as soon as leading up to the show, then they want to hit you with the messages of, hey, remember when you did that one set and it was like semi-clean? Can you do that again? Then I feel like you're editing
Right.
my comedy.
That's why I don't. I had to turn down some things like that because it's hard to conform something that I'm.
I be
used to doing.
trying. I will give it a shot. But then, you know, if you didn't send me one too many emails, I'm like, okay, now you gonna get what you get. Now you done made, listen,
Yeah, but no, I still commend you for even doing it though, man. 'Cause like I said, that's not.
But I give it up for the comics that can,
Oh,
you know, do
absolutely.
clean comedy.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I give it up to them.
Absolutely.
I'm just not one of them.
Me either.
Maybe I'll
I had to do mine in church or something, you know.
Even if I did church comedy,
Even
it
if
need
that's
to
in
be
church.
like, but it says it right there in the Bible. That, Carmela, that is not what that meant. Oh, okay.
you see, I'm in the same camp. Like I genuinely don't understand why cussing is a thing. Like I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, and my 4-year-old is already like popping off words, and I'm like,
Do you, okay,
Okay.
so when you hear your kid say a bad word, do you giggle? Because I do.
I do.
I think it's so
I'm a
funny.
horrible
How they
person.
say it. Sometimes it really cracks me up.
And it really cracks me up when they say it at the right time and,
right.
and
That's what
they
gets
give the
me.
right meaning. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
I like this little kid right here.
When they sound like a jaded 80-year-old when they say it,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, like
It's, it's the proper frustration and context. That's why it's just that perfect storm of I love it. Yeah.
Love it.
See, I grew up in a household, that word came out, pop!
Oh, we
Got that mouth.
Yeah.
Now I am a little bit more, passive now since I'm definitely different than the way my parents raised.
Right.
Listen, well, we couldn't I couldn't like cuss around the house.
Right.
Like if my mom and my stepdad at the time, they would, if they were in an argument, well, we would go in the room and we would take a pen and paper and we write down all the dirty words that they were saying. Was like, we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that. Ooh, I don't know what it means, but we're gonna use it. Ooh, I like that. I like that right there. We never got to cuss but with my grandkids, I will let my grandkids start a fire and be like, they're so cute. Look at the big blaze. So cute. I don't care.
You was wild.
I'll let them cuss. Sorry.
You was wild. So what do you, are you in the mode now to where you feel like you ready to go to the next level as far as because I've been contemplating like agents, merchandise, stuff like that, like up the ante, because you, to me, and I've been saying this for years, and you know how I always say, I think you got your foot in the door, just got to put the other foot in there, because I think you got a very
Do
great
you feel
upside.
like I'm like
I don't think he's, it's just, I don't
I'm like
know,
I'm
Carmela.
I'm straddling the fence like
Because you got it.
farther, but wait a minute.
Yeah.
Do I want? Will they accept me? I don't know. Will they? I don't know.
Because I think you are one of the people that, I think you can go to Hollywood and shit, probably make it.
Yeah, right. And then, well, you know what? I thank God for not blessing me at that time when I first started comedy, because I think God seen that I would have just totally screwed it up.
I said that same thing, Carmela.
Screwed it up. I'd have been on Dateline or something. 2020, the comic that takes too much
VH1,
drugs.
where are they at now?
Well, that's one of the things that they say, right? Like you don't want to be seen before you're supposed to be seen, right? Like that's kind of in that same
Listen,
thing,
if
right?
it take me a little bit longer,
Yeah. Well, see, comedy don't have an age limit. That's one thing I love about comedy. There's no
Yeah.
age limit. Like we can do this until we
we hope. I just don't want to
till we
be up
get
there
decrepit.
at 89 talking about I got two more jobs. Hold on. I said, oh, that's me now. Wait a minute, what? I'm supposed to be done? Yeah.
But
No, we wish, we hope.
you know what? That's
Let me tell you a joke. I got a joke.
you are so lively, though. I just don't even see you being that type of person. You just got too much life in you.
Well, okay.
You do. You know you.
Okay.
See, she acting like we ain't never used to hang. I know you.
don't know
I'm trying
about
to keep
crazy days.
I'm trying to keep it clean. Keep it clean.
So walk us through a little bit of your creative process, Carmela. Like how do you get to
How
a
is my
joke?
mind
Yeah,
working?
how does that work?
Okay. My eyes. What I hear, what I see and what I hear. And I'll see something and I just find the weirdness in everything.
That's that third eye.
Just find the weirdness in it and turn it into something that, if it makes me laugh, maybe I think it might make others laugh.
Right.
But then have you ever been like you writing a joke and you could be like, you might be a little,
No, please tell us, Carmela. What do you mean?
I'm not getting in trouble. I'm not getting in trouble. And then you write out some jokes and you be like, oh my God, that's gonna kill. Yeah. Oh my God, that is so funny. And then when you go do the joke, you be like, that wasn't so funny. That wasn't so funny.
I've been there, yeah.
how do you practice your jokes? Cause like how I used to practice, like I practice in the mirror. Like I'm my biggest critic. I'm probably my worst critic. Like and this is just, everybody out here, God's honest truth. I really don't give a damn about too many people's opinions about me too much, more than I do myself. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that can fix yourself. Can't nobody fix you but you.
Right.
So how do you practice? Like, do you practice it yourself? Like I said, me and the mirror is my audience.
Me and I let it run through my mind. It's like on a constant, like ticker tape thing of jokes and how to say them and what to do. And then if I look in the mirror, I try not to look in the mirror because then I start finding all my, like, oh my. Forget these jokes. Look at this. What is this? What is this? Can they see this? Yeah, I know. Just whenever I get a little moment of time, a little peace to myself. What I like to do, especially shower time. It's something about being in the shower. My mind is so creative until a certain person in my house gets on this piano. And he just start playing loud music.
Yeah. Wow.
I won't say his name.
We won't either. We won't either.
I didn't know you played the piano.
It may or may not be here.
See, that's
I
the
did
thing.
not know that. See, that's something new I learned today. I did not know we got Beethoven in the house.
Yes, listen, I'll be in the shower. I'll be like, when I get out the shower. But then, elderly abuse. So, I don't do it.
Do you do any, one of the things I love about this, I just love listening to you. Your voice is.
I hate the sound of my voice.
Really? Do you hate the way it sounds in your head, or when you play it back?
I hate the sound of it. Watching, like if I go back and want to watch a clip or something I've done, and I hear my voice, I have to stop it. I'll be like, ooh, too soon. Can't listen. Can't watch it. Can't listen to it.
I get it.
I'll be like, and then it'll be like maybe 2 weeks will go by, and I'll go, okay, let me go back and then maybe I can do like maybe a minute and a half, and I'm like, pause it.
I'm saying.
Are you serious? That's amazing.
My
to me.
voice just sounds
right
like.
now, I feel like I'm like an ASMR session. I'm like.
She does have a nice,
She
soothing
does.
voice. It's fantastic.
It sounds creepy to me.
When you said you practice on yourself, I immediately was like,
You practice on yourself all the time, every chance I get.
with that voice, I'd be practicing.
I'm practicing right now. If you want to know the truth about it.
So as you do all these voices, are you looking to expand? Like, is Carmela going to stick with comedy, or is Carmela going to expand and do like comedy acting? Going to do voice acting? Going to do improv even?
Even whatever comes my way.
That's perfect.
Terrance, whatever comes my way, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to grab it. He's giving you fingers. He's giving you fingers. Can I just say this one thing? Okay, did y'all see the movie Everywhere All at Once at the same time?
I've heard about it. I haven't seen it.
Okay,
What's the name?
exactly.
It's like really crazy, right? Is what I've heard.
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Somebody explained to me what the big fingers things was, because when he started waving over there, and I thought about the big fingers. What was the big fingers?
It was just one of the parallel universes, or one of the multiverses, where you just had hot dogs for fingers, where everything is possible, and
See, I told you. I heard it was just out
just
there.
When I stopped the movie, I said, "What did I just watch?"
I want to know,
And I
because
sat here all for it
You thought you was hallucinating or something?
because I was like, "What am I watching?"
Jeez.
And they're up for an award.
Did you think that you were too high at that point, or were you like, no, this was? That's what we do before.
I just,
my God.
I don't understand how it's up for an award.
I loved it.
I
that
love
movie.
Jamie Lee Curtis. I love her, the way they had her made up.
I feel like I gotta
The
see it.
outfit, everything was killing
yeah.
me. But I was just like, what?
Yeah.
What?
It was so, I just packed with, I mean, it was just, it's everything. It's like 10,000 movies in one.
I gotta go see Cocaine Bear.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to see that.
I'm going to go. I gotta see that.
Man.
$5 Tuesday nights.
Yep.
$5 Tuesday nights.
Well, Carmela,
I cheat.
why don't you
I'm a-
tell everybody
I'm a streamer.
where your socials are, where they can follow you, where we can find you, what you got coming up. If you got big projects coming up, we'd love to announce it for you tonight's
All
the night.
right.
So.
Here we go. My social media. I don't really know what it is. That's bad. You see me wherever you see my name at on a flyer. I got some shows coming up with Doc Peterson.
Okay, up in Lincoln.
No, let's see. Call it the Granary. The Granary. It's a new venue, I think, out there. My name is out there in lights. It's in lights.
I think I seen that on Facebook.
My name is in
Congratulations.
lights.
Yeah.
Her name's
It's
in
in
lights.
lights.
Her name's in lights.
And I'm not going to jail.
Man, well, thank you so much for being a guest, Carmela. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you for having me.
George, Heather. Thank you, Crescent Moon. This is
Crescent
another
Moon,
episode, another episode of Food and Laughter.
Yeah.
All right. We need some music.
We need the wrap it up beat.